Well, hi again, everybody. I'm Harry Donahue, and welcome to Inside Golf. And coming up on today's show, we'll catch up with Rebecca Camano of the First Tee of Philadelphia. We'll go to Walnut Lane and see what's happening with the First Tee there. Also, in our Montco Short Drive feature, we're going to take a trip from the golf stroke to a painting stroke. It's sort of self-explanatory. We'll also meet some members of the staff of the Golf Association of Philadelphia, and we'll have our teed off panel right here in Bluebell, Pennsylvania at the beautiful Bluestone Country Club. It's all coming up next on this week's edition of Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
The First Tee of Greater Philadelphia, where golf is more than a game.
It's really a great experience. Every class is something different, and the people here are just wonderful. I really just want to stick with it to help other people with it, because it's given me so much, and I really want to pass that on to other people as well.
Well, that's Alex, and Alex is one of literally thousands of young people involved in the First Tee program of Greater Philadelphia. The program director is Rebecca Camano. Rebecca, good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thanks for coming down here.
We were with Rebecca down at FDR a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Here we are at Walnut Lane, which is one of your centers. Actually, Rebecca, the First Tee program has kind of branched out in the Philadelphia area in terms of centers.
Yes, we have locations at Spring Mill and Spring Mill Country Club on the public side of the range, and also at Bensalem Township Country Club. And we've also moved to City Line Avenue Sports Center.
Talk a little bit about the number of young people who are involved over the course of a year, say, with the First Tee program of Greater Philadelphia.
So in 2017, we reached over 16,000 young people in all of our programming opportunities, which are at schools, in school gymnasium classes, after school programs, and also at our locations at those Spring Mill, Bensalem, FDR, Walnut Lane, and City Line. Yes, so we hope to be in a golf course or driving range area in Northeast Philadelphia. We also hope to expand to Delaware County, Montgomery County, and Camden County. So we have a 7-county footprint, and we hope to be in more of our counties and at golf courses where students can learn the sport in their school through our school program, and then translate that to the golf course. And we also hope to reach 20,000 students.
Give us a range age-wise of those thousands of young people. What are they? What's the youngest? What's the oldest?
5 to 18.
5 to 18.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And they're involved how long over the course of a year in programs?
Full year, we run about 7 4-week sessions, so a lot of our students are in for 5 of those sessions.
This year, I guess it was the first year, you took a group of players out to Marion played Marion West every Monday. What a fascinating trip for anybody.
Yeah, it was awesome. The kids really enjoyed it. We had some board members come out and play with our students, so it was really a great opportunity for them to learn about the golf course, learn about the history of the golf course, and also be able to play it.
Okay, and you also took a field trip to North Carolina with some of the First Tee program
people.
people.
Yes, we did. We took a field trip to Charlotte, North Carolina, to the Carolinas Leadership Academy, which was designed to help our students in our program learn a lot about leadership and how to become a leader. And they also were able to play golf, and they were able to work on their golf skills and work on their golf game.
Okay, how many did you take?
9.
9 of them.
9
okay,
students.
and what are some of the things, now that winter's approaching, kids won't be able to get outside. They can still, though, stay involved with the First Tee. And what do you have there for them when the months of wintertime approach and are here and they can't get outside?
Yeah, so we do have programming inside. So we have hitting bays at Walnut Lane. We also have, we're putting in a simulator at FDR and 2 hitting bays at FDR. And FDR actually has a full putting green. And one of the things that we do teach is responsibility. So even if it is cold out, we do still try to get outside with the students.
That's good. When you talk to the kids or their parents or whoever's responsible for bringing them the first time, what do they say? How did they hear about it, and what are they looking to get out of the First Tee program?
I think it's what's really important for our parents to understand, and for them to really, because they know this, they know that our program is different than any other junior golf program. They know that our program is not just teaching them how to hit a shot off the tee box. They know that our program is teaching them how to be courteous on the tee box and to be quiet on the tee box and know where to stand. And then also they can translate that into their life and how to treat their siblings with courtesy and how to treat their parents with courtesy.
One of the things too, your board is a vast array of very successful people, and the chance for those kids to interact with them is another learning process.
Absolutely.
That the First Tee offers.
Yeah, absolutely. So we run different fundraisers throughout the year, including our Celebrity Invitational, our First Tee Invitational, and also a gala event where they're interacting with everyone on our board, and it gives our students the ability to know that all those on our board care about our students and are doing this for them. So it's a great opportunity for them to interact and learn communication skills and how important it is to shake someone's hand and look them in their eye when they're talking.
It's not all about hitting that ball 300 yards, is it? This is hard to believe, but Rebecca told me she has been involved in the First Tee program of Philadelphia now for 7 years. You must have started when you were about 10 years old. Huh? Yeah. It's doing wonders to keep you alive and going.
Yeah, I love what I do. It's more than a game.
All right. Rebecca, always a fun time being with you, seeing the kids, and keeping these core values front and center for all golfers. It's been said before, it's going to be said again. It's always good to know that with the First Tee program, whether it's in Philadelphia or anywhere, it's always more than just the game of golf. All right, now here on Inside Golf, we talk a lot about golf strokes. Well, on our Montco short drive, we're going to be talking about strokes, but we're going to be talking about the painting stroke. We're going to make a little drive to Pino's Palette. It's coming up next on Inside Golf.
I'd be nowhere near the golfer or person that I am today without Cam. We don't hold our thoughts back with each other, and that's why we're able to be so successful.
Jordan brought with him a tremendous desire to achieve, whether it was that first day that we met or every session thereafter.
One of the epic performances.
Accomplishing these lifetime goals, could not have done it without Cam.
The best stories end in thanks. Share your story at ThanksPGAPro.com.
Success requires hard work. No way around it. Realize timing is key. Be willing to push yourself. Stay in control. Trust technology to support you. My father once said, "Doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it."
I'm Taylor Tropea with Montco Golf, and for today's short drive, we're putting the spotlight on a local business where you can eat, drink, and learn to paint in style.
And have fun doing it. And that's the main thing, to have fun while you're doing it and enjoy yourself. And believe me, if you're having fun, it'll come out in the painting, and that'll show in the painting, and that'll make a big difference.
You're having a great time. Here is like one your best. Oh, there you go.
Joining us now is John Danielson, owner of Pino's Palette. John, tell us about Pino's Palette.
Pino's Palette is the premier paint and sip studio in the United States. It was formed in 2009 out of Texas. We have approximately 160 studios around the country, and I have two. I have this one in Collegeville and I have one in Exton. Our studios have formal training programs for our artists, but my studios in particular are different than my local competition because I've got very spacious, very clean, and very elegantly designed studio arrangements. I also offer a lounge that has leather couches, chic cloth chairs, and a beautiful fireplace that guests can enjoy prior to class.
And you cater to corporate events, correct?
We do cater to corporate events, lots of them. We offer corporate team building events, and many of our clients will actually rent our space on an hourly basis to enhance their corporate team building event, or they'll do off-site meetings because we're fully equipped from an AV standpoint to host off-site meetings.
Well, tell us about the classes. What can someone expect from start to finish?
Our classes are a lot of fun. Our classes are designed to ensure people have a fabulous social evening. It's more about the social engagement than it is about the painting. Most of our clients have no artistic talent at all. In fact, most of our clients have never painted before. What they find most amazing about our classes is that they can walk away with what they consider is their own personal masterpiece. And over a course of a 2 or 3 hour class, our expert artist will tell everybody exactly what paint to use, what brush to use, and how to use it. They will also go through the class and provide individual guidance to guests on methods to improve their painting. Everybody comes in that are new to the studio with some level of apprehension about their painting skill, and by the end of the night, they walk away really happy and very excited that they were able to do something that they've never ever been able to do before. What's most amazing to me when I watch people paint is for people that have never painted before, they use professionally looking techniques at times that they have no clue what they're doing, but come out with a masterpiece that everybody, to include the artists, are very shocked about.
What kind of painting classes do you offer?
Well, we offer lots of classes. We offer a standard acrylic class on a 16 by 20 canvas. We also have classes on wooden boards, both acrylic and stencil. We have classes for painting wine glasses, and we also have a project pet class, which allows us to take a client's picture of her pet, Photoshop it, and then have it printed on a canvas. And then over a course of 3 hours, we teach them how to actually paint their pet, and they are absolutely amazed how beautiful these pictures come out.
Tell us about some of the fundraising events that occur here.
We do lots of fundraising events. We provide fundraising events for lots of activities, from Boy Scout fundraising events all the way up to American Cancer Society activities. And we're very pleased to provide funds back to these events to support our community that we live in.
And how would you recommend for our viewers to follow up, find out more information, sign up for a class?
Viewers that want to get more information about our studio can access information two ways. One, they can call our studio directly at 610-285-9190, or they can go online to Pino's Palette Collegeville and get more information there.
Pino's Palette is BYOB, so you're welcome to bring any food or drink you'd like to enjoy throughout your experience. That's it for today's short drive, but you can always find more ideas by visiting valleyforge.org.
I'm Martin Emno. I'm the Director of Operations and Communications for the Golf Association of Philadelphia. I've been here since 2001, April of 2001 to be exact. I also am editor of the Golf Association of Philadelphia magazine. So we have quite a few things on our plate. But like I tell our communications staff, we try to make sure that we give all the players who play in GAP the exposure that they deserve, kind of like our little mini PGA Tour. The coolest part about working with the Golf Association of Philadelphia, I believe, is that myself and the communications department really chronicles the history of the association. We're a rich history with great tradition, 121 years old, and I feel it's the responsibility of the communications department to chronicle that history, to make sure that individuals that come after us really can almost be in the moment of what happened during this time period of the association. We love to play golf. We love to play golf when we can. Unfortunately, during the season, it's a little more difficult, so we're a lot of spring and fall golf. You know, it's a great sport. It's a sport of a lifetime. My son plays it. My wife plays it a little bit. Hopefully, it'll become more of a centerpiece on our family trips, but you know, how could you not love the game?
Marty, always a pleasure catching up with you. You know, speaking of catching up, Tiger Woods is coming back. Yeah, we're going to catch up with Tiger and his latest comeback with our Teed Off panel when we come back to Bluestone, right here on Inside Golf.
Playing well.
Yes.
Now, in the past, we've seen him have some injuries and walk off the course. If Tiger's shooting 80, I can't see him finishing a 4-round tournament myself.
Hey viewers of Inside Golf, have you heard about Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine? Published by ex-Eagles and Philadelphia Stars tight end Ken Dunnick, these magazines offer the very best in content on subjects of interest to men. Writers include Glenn Macnow, Bill Line, and George Anastasia. And you can increase your business by attending our monthly private parties as an advertiser. Call 856-912-4007 or email ken@jerseymanmagazine.com for more information.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. Time for our Teed Off panel, and today we're at Bluestone Country Club. Beautiful Bluestone, perfect fall day here in Blue Bell, Pennsylvania. And our panelists include, to my extreme right, no stranger to Teed Off, Bob Shepard, Philadelphia PGA professional and author.
Thank you.
You got 3 now already. This was number 1 though, right?
This is number 1. This is If They Hadn't Invented Golf. And then the second one is the Dormy House.
Dormy House.
And the third one is Otera's Ladder.
All right.
So they're all available on Amazon.
On earth as it is in heaven.
Yeah,
right?
and if you, yeah, exactly.
I love who thinks of your titles?
You.
I wish.
You're my
When
follow.
are those checks going to start? Speaking of writing, I'm sure you've seen Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine. This is the latest issue, The Fight for What's Right. And the publisher is our good friend Ken Dunnick. He's wearing his logo from back, I won't say how long ago he played.
That would be really
well, let's put it this way,
Barry.
it was Dick Vermeil's
Thanks a
first
lot.
trip to the Super Bowl.
I date back to when you were a Cub reporter, so we've been around a while.
That's right, Moses and I helped him chisel the 10 Commandments. And Jeff Surratt, Executive Director, Philadelphia Section, PGA of America.
Thanks for having me.
And a big Tiger Woods fan. Well, at least when it comes to what it can mean and what the buzz is all about for golf, because Tiger now has made it official, announcing that he is going to come back for, I don't know, what's his, number 3 or number 4?
At least if you count injuries, if you're not counting new golf swings.
New golf swing. Oh yeah, then we're up in double figures.
Right.
But Tiger's going to come back, late November, early December, down in the Bahamas. It's his own event.
Yeah, the committee of one selected him and Daniel Berger, which was pretty funny.
Jeff, it's a great field, and there'll be all eyes on one guy.
You know, it just, Tiger moves the needle in golf. You know, he's been living on Twitter for the last couple of months. First he showed a chip, then he showed a full swing, then he showed a driver, and you know, I don't know about anybody else that follows, you know, golf on Twitter, but it was all day, every day.
Oh,
so,
I know.
You know, definitely moves the needle for golf.
And you know, what I think of when I see that, I want to see the outtakes. Right? How many swings with the driver did it take before he and you know he didn't just sit there and edit it. Somebody said that's the one we're going to use, right, Bob?
Exactly.
Huh? You've given lessons.
Well, you don't want it, your pop-ups. You don't want them on film.
No.
You know, your skulls. You know.
But
yeah.
He looked good. Everybody said, well, his swing speed. I mean, already they're analyzing the guy. I mean, he hasn't even put a tee in the ground. And somebody's saying, well, you know, his swing speed's got to improve, you know, but hey, he's Tiger Woods.
And his balance is impeccable. That's the best thing going right now. That means he's feeling good, I think. He hits every ball. He's not teetering.
And Hank Haney said that that's a swing that he can win with. I
Yes.
don't know about can he win in the Bahamas? Can he win, you know, at the U.S. Open? You know, that's going on out there on a limb.
Well, Hogan said if you're swinging well, you should be able to hit a driver off of a frozen lake in Italian loafers and not slip.
Wait. Well,
So that's right. Go ahead. You had a better point than I had.
Who's playing golf?
I got it.
Forget about the frozen lake. Who's wearing Italian? I can't afford Italian loafers.
Oh, it's Ben Hogan. Remember Ben?
Ken Dunnick played at the highest level of football as a professional. And, you know, I'm sure you had. How many, did you make 3 or 4 comebacks? From being cut or injured? I mean,
definitely from being cut. I definitely made comebacks from being cut. I might hold the league record for that, but had a few injuries. But, you know, here's the thing about Tiger. I think he's probably got a 1% better chance than I do of winning a major, and I have 0, so that would put him at 1. I think mainly because, you know, he's probably still got the talent. If he wants to work at it, he can get back. But his aura of invincibility is over. And similar to when Buster Douglas knocked down Mike Tyson, if you remember back in Tiger's heyday, guys would crumble around him. He would play good, but the guys would fall back. And now you're not going to see that anymore because they know he's beatable. He's not the same guy. So I don't see him winning another major. Could he compete in a regular tour event? I think he might, and I hope so, because like you said, it would be good for golf.
But in this day and age, and you mentioned social media and how, you know, everybody is, you know, looking up his swings and on Twitter or whatever, what's going to be the line? What's going to be the cut line? Forget his score. You know, we don't expect him to win, but what do we expect? And what will people do to say, oh, he's done?
Well, I think there's people that already dismissed him, probably. Yeah. You know, I think that's, you know, the challenge with it. It's you know, being a professional athlete, you know, Ken, it's, you know, when the lights are on, it's different, right? You know, you can stand on the range and hit all the shots you want and hit all the chips you want, but when the lights are on, you know, how's his mind going to work? How's his body going to hold up after, you know, 4 rounds of golf and then practicing afterwards? So, you know, I think, you know, history is going to tell the tale. You know, from an expectation standpoint, if anybody has any major expectations, they're fooling themselves.
Another factor is, how is he going to react if he's not playing well?
Yes.
Now, in the past, we've seen him have some injuries and walk off the course. If Tiger's shooting 80, I can't see him finishing a 4-round tournament myself. So, you know, that has to factor into it. Will his ego let him compete and finish tournaments when he's not playing his A game?
Well, this will be his first event in 9 months, plus the surgery, plus another incident that happened during the spring, Bob, that was a lasting memory for people. I mean, we don't, and I'm sure he doesn't want his fans to remember the last thing about Tiger Woods was that mugshot.
Right.
I mean, that was, you know, we talk about a buzz. That's not the buzz you want.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. The other thing, too, think about it, in the fall, we all grew up in the northeast, let's say, and in the fall we put the clubs away, we went skiing, we went to school, played basketball, whatever. In the spring you get your clubs, you pull them out, and you play the best round of golf you ever played. And then the next day you can't hit a ball in the teeth. And it's a very hard thing on a comeback. If you've been laid off for 3 or 4 months, it's very hard to come back, but he's been laid off for a long time.
And it's not just a layoff because of the weather, it's a layoff because somebody had to go in there and do some work on his spine.
So he's got to learn how to play all over again. And they say he hadn't been playing. I don't believe that. He's working out anyhow.
One thing's for sure, these 3 guys will be watching.
Yeah.
And you'll be watching. And stay with us. We're going to watch more of Inside Golf. You are, when we come back in just a moment.
Located in Bluebell, just a short drive from Plymouth Meeting, Bluestone Country Club offers a setting that's close at hand but feels like a world away. Bluestone offers a championship caliber golf course, practice facilities including a large driving range, separate chipping and putting areas, and a staff of PGA professionals. At the Country House at Bluestone, you'll find excellent food, superb service, and an outstanding setting. Their expert staff will assist in planning your next event, whether it's a wedding or simply a luncheon, dinner, or cocktail party. Check out Bluestone's variety of membership options. Much more than a golf course, Bluestone is a community.
The first tee of Greater Philadelphia, where golf is more than a game.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf from Bluestone and Bluebell. Our thanks to the folks here for once again allowing us to visit and see their beautiful country club. Now, next week on Inside Golf, we're going back to pay a visit to Lou Guzzi. It's been a while. We'll talk to Lou in his laboratory as he kind of warms up for the winter. Former PGA Teacher of the Year and a great friend of the show, Lou Guzzi. I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up, especially with weather like this. And we'll see you next time on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.